Okay, over here in the Great Bay area, if you honestly don't know where I am right now, just check the map. But yeah, kind of like north of the entrance to Great Bay, across that wall, you'll find a cliffside with a bunch of hookshot points. And this is actually where you'll need the Scarecrow Song and the Magic Bean. Um, so what you're going to have to do is first you have to latch onto these hookshot points and kind of, hug the cliffside wall to get close to where you need to plant the beans. As you can see, you have to plant the beans on the next platform. So let's get out the magic beans and put them down. And now let's get out our lovely, lovely spring water. Got to make sure I'm lined up properly, though. I don't want to miss the flower completely. Once we do that, the beanstalk will grow. It's not really a beanstalk, though. It's kind of a bean platform. I don't know if this will work. Okay, I don't think it will, because Navi kind of stayed around me. Okay, no, I have to actually be on the platform over here. Okay, when you're on the platform right here, wait for Navi to kind of fly over to that little place where the Scarecrow will end up being, and then play the Scarecrow song. And you know what I just realized? I just called Tattle Navi twice. So, I'm sorry, Tattle, for mistaking you for one of the most annoying and most dull video game characters of all time. My fault. I really have a lot of Ocarina of Time on the brain. I haven't actually played it, like, recently or anything. It's just that playing this game has brought back a lot of memories from that game, so I'll probably make a few, like, name mistakes here and there. Like I did with the Lon Lon Ranch in the other episode recently. Okay, so let's go back to Clocktown. And let's actually go to the milk bar. But yeah, that's how you get the piece of heart over there. You can also find the Scarecrow in a lot of other places too. And usually if you see Tattle, like, kind of fly off into the distance, and if, like, she turns blue, yet there's, like, nothing over there, that's usually a good indication that there's a Scarecrow hiding there, so you can always use that to find out where some of them are. Okay, but here we are at the milk bar. Oh, what? Oh, it's not open yet, okay. I got kind of confused there, because normally you're not supposed to be able to get in without wearing the Romani's mask, so... Yeah, apparently the bar is not open yet. Okay, it opens at 10 o'clock. Okay. I'll come back in a little bit. Okay, it's 10 o'clock. Let's actually check out the milk bar now. And as you can see, when it's actually open, they do actually check to make sure you're wearing the mask, so make sure you put it on whenever you can. Here we have the leader of the circus troupe. He kind of looks like Luigi, and the milk bar owner kind of looks like Mario. And of course, they were Ingo and Talon from Ocarina of Time, so it's kind of appropriate that they're here together. I'm not sure why it's not letting me talk to this guy. You're supposed to be able to talk to this guy. Let's talk to you instead. Now, I've actually always loved these lines of dialogue right here because they kind of try to call attention to the fact that we're in a milk bar right now, but the milk isn't alcoholic, even though, like, a lot of people kind of look at it that way. Like, milk is the alcohol of the Zelda franchise, but it's technically not. They just, they kind of just treat it like that just for the fun of it. Okay, so here, if you talk to the fish guy, the fish guy is actually the manager for the Indigogos, the band that Mikau and Lulu are actually in. However, things are not going so well with his band, obviously, as we know from the Great Bay stuff. And apparently their performance is actually going to get canceled. But just for the fun of it, he's going to go ahead and test, like, the sound system. So what you need to do here is you need to talk to this guy with every form that you have. So you can't do this until you get the Zora mask. And after you do that, you'll get a reward from playing all the parts of the song he's trying to construct. I always found this to be a cool heart, well no, it's not actually, you don't even get a heart piece from this actually. But I've always found this kind of a cool little side quest thing. I like how you can see all of Link's forms on the same screen at the same time. It kind of, you know, bends the logic that this game has, but whatever. Okay, so now let's talk to him as the Deku Mask and do the same thing. Very quickly, since there'll probably be some cuts after I finish this. I just want to quickly talk about the mask you actually get as a reward for doing this. The mask you get from doing this is literally the most useless mask in the entire game. If you want to know how useless it is, like, you use it to make one little side thing a lot easier. And we've already done that side thing. Like, you have to actually do that side thing in order to even get to this point. So, yeah, it's literally that useless. It's so useless that the thing that it makes easy, we've already done the hard way, so... Yeah, I never really got that. Or why they didn't make that mask have more of a point. But whatever. No use crying about it, I guess. Okay, so we just have to play the song as the Zora now. That's a pretty simple pattern. And then the performance starts. And finally, after 4 different parts being played at the same time, the person who was mocking us is actually brought to tears now. And we actually discover some of the backstory between the circus leader. How he was actually inspired by the original Indiegogo's band. And just for those of you who are wondering what side thing that's actually made easier by this reward, it's the Crimea ride-along that we just did in the last part, so yeah. So here it is, guys, the most useless mask in the entire game, the circus leader's mask. See, it even looks like it would be the most useless mask in the entire game. Okay, well, now that I'm done with that, I want to go ahead and warp back to the Beavers and do the next race. Okay, we are back at the Beavers waterfall area. Now, as I said before, this is pretty much the same 2 races we've already done, except that now you have a smaller time limit. Despite this, I think I'm going to go ahead and show both of these races, so... I know that might be kind of annoying, but, you know, I don't really care. Technically, the way I see it, it's something that actually involves, you know, some kind of skill in order to at least, you know, complete it. Like, it's not like a heart piece where if you just, you know, go to a random location and you get it. You have to actually do something in order to get the heart piece, so that is why I'm showing this again. Hope you guys don't mind. I don't think you guys would mind or anything, but still. But for the most part, this is pretty easy. This is pretty much the same thing we already did. It's just now we have a slightly bigger time crunch. I don't think any of the rings change location at all. So if that's like your concern, drop that as your concern, because there is literally nothing really that different between the 2. And, like, I'm still gonna get this done pretty quickly. I'm, like, at the final stretch right now. Aw, crap. Okay, that's fine. Obviously avoid trying to hit the sides of the rings as much as possible. Geez, that ring's actually pretty difficult to get. That requires some quick timing to actually do. Okay, so we beat the little brother for the second time, so now we have to race the big brother, so bring it on. Bring it on.